Hello, my friends. Welcome to this special live this morning. I am so honored to be the one kind of kicking this off. I might even be a minute or so early. I've been so excited and ready for this live. As you know, this is going to be replacing both the leadership. Good morning, Anna. This is going to be replacing the leadership and our evening call. So, right, this is the first ever What It Takes live. And it's like, I'm beyond honored to be able to lead this one for you. And so I think we would all agree that the products are the very cornerstone of our business. I'm going to jump right into our topic. Welcome, you guys. Thanks for jumping on this morning. The topic that I've been requested to share with you is products, how having a product orientation can create a sustainable business. I know a lot of you are on your way to SRC. We're going to be together next week, and you're going to experience product launches that are going to just knock your socks off. Yeah, I love seeing it too, Anna. And so, hi, Lauren. Anyway, guys, I think we all know that having products that really work and make a difference for people that have real value, that's the cornerstone of good business. And one of the things we learned first off is, good morning. Yes, SRC, Michelle. One of the things we learned, hi, Randy. One of the things we learned first off is that our first job is really to become a product of the products. And through the last week, knowing that I was going to be doing this morning, I've been just jotting down notes of some of the things that I wanted to say about products and the criteria that our products meet and all this stuff. And last night I had this just sort of aha moment of, wow, I know exactly what I want to share with you this morning. We often speak about the legacy company, as you know, Newies. The legacy company is what we completely transformed that into Modere. However, the legacy, what I want to share with you this morning is really what's beneath this legacy. When we talk about a legacy company, do you realize that before Modere was even on the map, right? Just this legacy company had done $7 billion in product sales. Do you know how, that's an incredible foundation to build on, right? $7 billion in product sales since its inception. So these products for a long time have been changing people's lives. They're products that people use daily. They're products that people love. And so much of it goes back to, oh, I love you too, Theo. So much of it goes back to our Live Clean mission. And I want to share my perspective on this Live Clean mission just to help you feel more appreciation, confidence, boldness, excitement about who we really are and this legacy that we hold in our hands as the true leader, maybe even globally, but definitely in the United States, of this Live Clean mission, right? Okay, so when I started with this company, single mom, junior high school music teacher, I was drawn in by a beauty product that I knew I was gonna take, and me and my team, we were gonna get wealthy. Every home in America was gonna have this product, and I was really wrapped up in that. Okay, this is 1989. The company had been around since 1987. Right away, the founders start talking about toxic ingredients like sodium lauryl sulfate that are in everyone else's products but not ours. And my response was, hey, that's a pretty negative message. Why don't you guys just sit down, pipe down? We're gonna make you millionaires, but we don't really want you talking about this negative, toxic ingredients. Really? I'm not dropping dead from my shampoo. Pipe down. Anyway, how silly I was, and how really naive. And that all came to a total recognition when it was probably in the late 90s. We were in a convention, and a gentleman was introduced named Dr. Samuel Epstein, and they introduced him as the co-author of the Safe Shoppers Bible, Breast Cancer Prevention, Politics of Cancer, the head of the Cancer Prevention Coalition, probably considered the world's leading toxicologist, meaning he understood more than any other human on the earth what the impact of environmental toxins on our bodies and what that can be. This is this is a long time ago now, you guys. And as he came to the stage with all this illustrious introduction, I was just like, holding my breath to hear what he was going to say. And he said, I want to tell you that for all of my years in cancer prevention, and I know we got to be careful saying that word. I got that. This is me quoting him, right? In all of my years of cancer prevention, I want to tell you that you and this company and the founders of this company have done more for the prevention of cancer on this planet. It makes my work pale in comparison. I warmly congratulate you on your pioneering efforts. Well, then as now, I had chills all over my body. This was a mission like I totally poo-pooed it. Incidentally, we did make them millionaires. Just saying, within 1 year, the company, when I started with them, was doing about $28,000 a month worldwide. $28,000 a month worldwide. And within 1 year, we were doing 1.4 million in my group. So mission accomplished. We really did help them reach their goal. But that mission grew in me. I just had this wake-up call that here I've lived to see this come full circle to the time that I was kind of poo-pooing it, like, really? We're not dying from shampoo. Come on, give me a break. Regulatory agencies wouldn't allow it. That was my thought. Regulatory agencies wouldn't allow these toxic ingredients, if this was true, to be in these kinds of products. And then I hear the world's authority warmly congratulating us. Well, I knew that this was a big part of my mission for the rest of my life. And at that convention, I don't think he really understood what we do that well in terms of like business, but he was congratulating us on our product formulas. Nobody was doing what we were doing then. And at the next convention, I think he came to really realize the value of word of mouth advertising, of grassroots efforts like we have, in our ability to educate person to person to person about important issues. And so at the next convention, I think he was as sold on our business model of network marketing as he was on the products, because he said, my friends, you are my foot soldiers. These are his words. You are doing the work of God because you have picked up where government and regulatory agencies have failed us. He called it white collar crime. He asserted that every human being has a right to know what ingredients in formulas could be causing long-term damage to their health. And the fact that that was being withheld and that no one was talking about it. No one, it's not coming from the top down. It's not coming from the top down, he said. You are doing the work of God because you're giving people what they have a right to know, and they have a right to know what impacts their health. So it was just like an amazing wake-up call to this mission that I'd had in my hands all this time that I hadn't treasured. He invited me to sit on the board of directors of the Cancer Prevention Coalition. I helped him to establish, at the time that I linked arms with him, he had about, 10, 12 chapters globally. Within a year, we had 200 chapters across the globe of the Cancer Prevention Coalition. And this company was the star. Everyone was looking at this company for their pioneering efforts, and he helped us get even more and more compliant, and just to get even more strict. And so under his tutelage, we made a lot of advancements, you guys. And there was a time when he said, unequivocally, these products are the safest in the world. I want you to know that this man, he took on everyone. Like, he took on multinational companies. He called out everyone. He, in his dirty dozen in the Safe Shoppers Bible, he had so many enemies out there in big business because of his outspoken, unequivocal desire as a public advocate. He could not align or give his name to anything that wasn't squeaky clean, because they would tear him to bits. He had so many naysayers. Anyway, so that's a little bit about where we have come from, you guys. I hope you know that we were just ahead of the pack all along the way. The European Union in 2003, February of 2003, I believe, And you know the European Union's way ahead of the United States, right? And in terms of regulating toxic ingredients in daily essential products. And so the European Union came out with what they call the Seventh Amendment, the Cosmetics Directive, and it banned any use of carcinogens, CMRs, carcinogens, mutagens, or reproductive toxins, banned them from all of Europe, which means that no product that has a carcinogen, mutagen, or reproductive toxin could be sold in the European Union. Do you know what that meant for some global companies? Like, if we want to say to ourselves that these companies are ignorant about the toxic ingredients they're using, we can't say that, because if they have a global reach, they're required to produce safer, better formulas in the European Union than they're allowed to sell here, the cheaper, more potentially harmful ingredients in their formulas in the United States, you guys. So, I mean, if you could get a sense of who we have been and this legacy that precedes you, that you just got handed, this Live Clean legacy, like I'm gonna just, this is inside information here, you guys, but I do want to tell you that, like, we really were the leader in this. I have letters. Sorry, I'm going to mention a company name here, but I have emails from the R&D departments at Melaleuca. I'm just going to say it, right? At Melaleuca, because we were coming out against sodium lauryl sulfate, propylene glycol, some of these toxic ingredients, diethanolamine, which is a known cancer-causing ingredient, and it's still in products, it's still in baby products, for the love of God, on the shelves in the United States. Anyway, we were coming out against those ingredients. I have a letter from the R&D department at Melaleuca saying, defending propylene glycol and defending sodium lauryl sulfate. Well, guess what? 10 years later, they're calling themselves the Healthy Home Company, and they've taken all this stuff out. Guys, we led the way. We were at the finish lines with answers to these questions before anybody even started asking or cared. And what all of this means to me is, we did not make these decisions for clean label products because it was popular. In fact, I want to tell you that people looked at you like you had three heads when you started talking about toxic ingredients in personal care products 20, 30 years ago. Now you talk about it, everybody nods. But guess what? We've done the educating. So much of this pioneering efforts have been led by this company, unequivocal and a non-negotiable to stand. Yeah, exactly. Anna says it's not about making money. This company, Modere, we did it because it was the right thing to do. And I'll tell you, when I want to give my pocketbook vote, you realize we vote with our dollars, right? I want to give my pocketbook, my wallet vote to the company that did it because it was the right thing to do. Like, I get emotional about this stuff, you guys, and it does matter. I learned so much being by Dr. Samuel Epstein's side, way more than the average layperson knows about toxic ingredients and their impact and the escalating health challenges around us today and their direct correlation to the products that we are exposed to on a daily basis. Whew. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that legacy with you because this is a part of how I look at Modere every day. And I just realized last night, like, I don't know that many of you know these stories and who we've been. Anyway, so here are some of the, I just listed down a few things about these products that I think are so stellar and why I think nobody, oh good, Paul is saying my eyes are opening, yay! This is what I wanted, you guys. I want you to feel who we are, who we've always been in this arena. We've led the way. Okay, so I jotted down a couple of things that I think are stellar about our products. What I hope when we finish our time together is that you realize no one can compete with us. Like, nobody can compete with us. No one can have the legacy and the history that we have. No one can have the products that we have. And as I start going through some of this criteria, like, I believe if you don't have a good product that somebody wants to buy and rebuy month in, month out, you don't have a business. And I've seen through the years what I would want to call opportunity or business money-driven opportunities. And then I've also seen product-driven opportunities. What you want to be sure of is that you have got that core foundation of products that you believe in, products that have value and meet the criteria that we're going to talk about in a little while, because if not, we all know this, that not everybody that comes into a business is going to do what it takes to take their business to the top, right? And so if it's all been about money, 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 literally, I have sat in opportunity presentations back in the day when it was a little bit more talk about money and people waving big checks, where all it was talking about exponential growth and how you'd see all these charts and how much money, money, money. And then literally you say, what do we sell? Right? It's so crazy that there can be such a focus on that. And let me just say this, my favorite product that we have is the business. So I'm not saying it shouldn't be an opportunity driven, but if you don't have that foundation of products, when people's dreams, because they haven't paid the price, when their dreams of big money fade, all of these other companies will unravel from the bottom. And what I know, what I can attest to from 30 years, you guys, half of my life, 30 years I've been here, I have seen the sustainability because of these products. What always has and what always will separate us from any competition are these products. Nobody can compete, and I hope you have a really clear sense of that by the time we finish. So one of the things I jotted down is the importance of manufacturing, right? So both from a price standpoint, because we manufacture, we don't have to mark products up when they come through the door. We also, we can control the supply chain a little bit better because we manufacture. We just bring on another shift of people, and so we can project, we can do better because we control more pieces, right? So being able to be a manufacturer, and do you know how few manufacturers there even are? Like you could look at store shelves, and probably the products are produced by 3 or 4 companies, even though they have 100 different labels. Did you know that? There aren't that many companies. And in our space of network marketing, direct sales, there are very few companies that actually make their own products. And so this gives us control over pricing. It also gives us control over like how much can be paid in the compensation plan, and it gives us control over quality. Drop a 1 if you would. Drop a 1 if you have been to the manufacturing facility in Springville, Utah. Just drop a 1, because what I want to tell you, once you go there and you see the rigor behind these products, you'll be a lifer. Like nobody is going to the extremes that we go to make sure that we deliver a miracle high quality product in your hands every single time. And I'll tell you what, to make products that are absent the toxic and potentially harmful ingredients that many or most companies use, to make products without those ingredients is like having to bake a cake without flour and water sometimes. To figure out how to make them work and be effective, like when you take these products, like I just want you to know, you're holding a miracle in your hands. And when I'm seeing lots of 1s here, right? When you see the rigor that goes into these products, you'll be a lifer. So first of all, when the raw ingredients come in, we, owning our manufacturing is it's true accountability, right? Like we know every step of the way what's going into these products. So when raw ingredients come in, we test them. We test them for carcinogens, mutagens, reproductive toxins, all of that. GMO, we test for irradiation, we test for any bacterial, fungus, mold, we do the full battery of tests. And if they are not purity, potency, if they don't meet our criteria, we literally quarantine and return them. And you'll see this kind of chained off area, like, oh, what's that? Well, those are the raw ingredients that we refused. So we have a really high rigor from the get-go, and we only deal with the world's best manufacturers of raw ingredients. And so then we triple test all along the way. We're testing to make sure that the product is the same every single time, right? And that it performs, and that the ingredient deck, that the claims on the ingredient deck stay true all of the way through the process. I don't know if you followed this, but in New York State a few years ago, they took nutritional products off of the shelves of like the Walmarts, Walgreens, even Whole Foods, nutritional products. And in some cases, with like ginseng or St. John's wort or something listed number 1 on the label, 4 out of 5 of those products had none of the number 1 ingredient listed on the label. So what we can know is that this label claim stays true. And when you see an ingredient on the label at a Modere product, you can know that we're using it at researched doses for efficacy. there's so much gimmickry and labeling, you guys. Like some companies will, well, hopefully they put some of the ingredient in, right? Like it's kind of disarming to think that there would be none of that ingredient. In some cases, the only plant material they found in that New York debacle, they pulled all the products off the shelves. They made them, restock, and the only thing they found in them was houseplant. Is that crazy? So yes, Peter says we are a product-driven company. That's the thing, you guys, a product-driven company, manufacturing and then testing every step of the way. And here's this, you guys. We also have a stability chamber. And so after the products have been tested for the raw ingredients, triple tested all along the way, making sure that they're meeting the criteria and that they're going to perform and that they're going to be consistent, right? It's a big job. Then we put these products in a stability chamber where they are subjected to heat and cold, different humidity, different temperatures to make sure that they maintain, and we hang on to these products for sometimes 3-6 years, testing them every handful of weeks. Like, who does this? You guys, the fact that we manufacture, and tell me, who else manufactures? Hardly anyone manufactures their products. And so manufacturing's a really big part of it. The other thing I jotted down is broad range, a broad range of products. And so I know that when our former CEO was looking at this legacy company that really, like, are you getting a sense of the legacy that came with this company? So when our CEO was looking at this company, he said, wow, this has the makings of a multi-billion-dollar company. Because of what? Because of the broad line of products. I remember, I get chills. I remember his exact words. He said, this company has credibility across a broad line of daily essentials. What he means is, like, 10, 12 different product categories that we're in, and credibility meaning that within each product category, we have stellar, unique, one of a kind, never to be found anywhere else kinds of products. And we've sold billions of dollars of them, right? So credibility across broad line of products is, and here's this. He also would quote that the Jim Rohn quote that success leaves clues, right? Well, look at any billion-dollar company. Who are the billion-dollar companies in our space? Let me just make it easy for you, right? You can probably name them on one or two hands. There aren't that many, but here's one thing they all have in common. They have a broad line of daily essential products. Here's another reason, right? Log this one. This is why no one can compete with us also. One, well, all the things I've already said, but number one, because we manufacture, you can't really get these products anywhere else. They're unique to us, right? And another reason that people can't compete, a brand new company could never capitalize this broad range of products, and an established company with a broad line of products, first of all, they're not our products, they're not as good as our products, but they couldn't change the model because they're just too, it would be like trying to turn an oil tanker around in the water, right, at sea. So we have something so stellar because we started with this broad line of daily essential products that had sold billions of dollars, that were clean label and were affordable. Like all of these pieces that we had in place, you can't get that in a startup. And established companies cannot create the model we've created because it kind of has to happen from the ground up. With these assets, these product assets, we took everything else to the floorboards. Can you see why nobody can compete with us? Success leaves clues, billion-dollar companies. I mean, I don't know. Have you ever seen a billion-dollar company that's a travel company? I don't know. Have you ever seen it? Right? Like just start thinking of, have you seen a CBD oil billion-dollar company? I don't think so. Guys, like we've got what it takes to become a billion-dollar company, and others, they just don't. No one can compete with us. So, all right. The other thing I jotted down that you're looking for in product in terms of a criteria is you want products that are addressing big and expanding markets. I remember that there was a company, a network. There have been some crazy network marketing companies in my day, but I remember one of them was called Tie. It was Ties R Us, and it was ties. It was men's ties, right? So first off, you're eliminating pretty much half of your market right there. Number two, you've got a non-consumable. I mean, after a while, you start to look at the product offerings that companies have, and you're like, nobody can compete with us. So one of the things that's so important is that you have products that are addressing big and expanding markets. What about the anti-aging markets? You guys, I get chills while I talk about this stuff. Seriously, baby boomers aging. We've got the premier anti-aging from the outside in and the inside out. Guess what else? People are finally starting to read labels. We're the winner there in that category. What about weight loss? I mean, like, we've got a stellar offering in giant and expanding product categories. We solve problems for people with this amazing lineup of products. How about this? I think this is important criteria. How about that the products work? That's a novel idea, right? I know, Rosa's saying, I love life. I know, you guys, I'm sitting here with a bunch of products around me. Let me just say that I take the Pure, I got the Life here. This is also the one that my fiance uses, but I'll tell you, in my 30 years of representing products, never have I held a more powerful product in my hand, nor have I been able to offer a more powerful product than Liquid BioCell. I'm going to tell you, I almost cry every single day at the results that I hear with this product. We have such gifts in our hands. And so the next thing I wrote down is that they work. I mean, isn't it nice to hand somebody a product and know that it actually works? Do you know that there are so many products that don't actually even perform? That a lot of clean label products, man, they don't clean, they don't work. And so to actually have a product that works is really, it feels good, doesn't it? To hand somebody something that you know will be effective. In fact, these products will outperform everyone's expectations. The other thing I wrote down is price point. It matters, doesn't it? Network marketing is notorious for overpriced products. In fact, one of the biggest companies, maybe the biggest company in our space, they created what they've got on overpriced ordinary products. So how many more people can we gather to us if we have products that they can buy a bunch of them? They can use a lot of these clean label products. They can use our hero products because the price point is right. Now, let me tell you another way that people can't compete with us. One of the reasons we're able to pass those kind of price points on, we manufacture. I almost think to be able to meet that criterion, it's a big one, right? People are only going to spend so much for a product, and so many companies price themselves out of the market. So our price point that we can offer these products, the hero products that are a little more expensive, value all day long. Nobody can compete with those formulas that we have, right? And then the daily essentials. So another thing I jotted down is to have the hero products that open the door, that get people's attention. But let me tell you, my friends, where the bread and butter are these daily essentials, the things that people are going to use day in, day out. And the fact that we have, here's another big one, redirected spending. People do not need to find new money in their budget to buy these products, right? These are products that people are already buying every day, every month, every week. They're buying these products. So all we need to do is capture that wallet share that they're already spending anyway and invite them to redirect some of their purchases. Give us a try. Just try our laundry products, try our dental products. Just give it a try. That redirected spending is another huge one. Products that change lives. That's nice, right? These products change lives. I know every single one of you have stories within the people on your teams or customers in your pod of life-changing stories that bring tears to your eyes. And so when you look at all of these things, here's something else that's so important. And so unique about what we're doing because of the price point, because we have products that actually work, because they are life-changing, because we have the broad line of products, something for everyone, and because we have honed something with social retail that is so magic with customer acquisition. I've never been into acquiring customers because I feel like they, up until now, it's been kind of a pain in the butt to have customers. They're as much work as having a social marketer, and they don't duplicate, has always been my feeling. But guess what? Customers duplicate here. In fact, we've got the most insane ratios happening. As you guys know, regulatory safe is so important in today's world. There are companies, big ones. Some of you guys were a part of one that went out of business. And to be regulatory safe, right? You start ticking all these things off and say, like, who competes with us? No one. No one, no one, no one. And our products are a big reason for that. And so in terms of the regulatory safe, 70+% of our volume every single month in all of our markets is coming from the purchases of customers. That makes us regulatory safe. I think the biggest number that the FTC has required is somewhere in the mid-50s. And so we're way above on that. But here's the other thing. We have customers getting customers. Guys, this is a dynamic that has never occurred in any other company. And guess why? Because we created social retail. So we have a platform for sharing where we incentivize customers to share. We make it cool and easy because we have social media platforms for them to do that with. We have products that are everyday essentials and hero products. We've got it all, right? And so 20% of the new customer volume that comes in every month is coming from the referral of another customer. You guys, like, it's so insane. It's so insane what we've got going on here. And so, here's just what I want to kind of share with you as we wrap up here. Customers getting customers infinite levels deep. Yeah, like crazy. Customers are duplicating here. I mean, if that just became your mantra and you just told everybody that, we'd have people flocking to this company. All right, so don't try to be a scientist. Here's a little bit of advice. Don't try to be a scientist, because I am. And it's just a function of because I have been here for so long that I do know the ins and outs about these ingredients. I do know where we've been. I do understand how these products perform. But what I want to just tell you to do is this, okay? I want to tell you to be aware in a few areas. Number one, first of all, I want you to take an assessment. Where are you? How many of these products are you using? Like, I just went into my cupboards here and I use everything, right? If your first goal is to be a product of the products, how are you doing on being a product of the products? Are you, like, if we came in your house, would we see Tide or would we see laundry pods? Yeah, I know. Or laundry liquid. What would we see? Or would we see dish pods? Or would we see, what would we see if we came into your house? What products have you, how insane to buy from someone else's store when you have your own store? And one of our core values is authenticity. And I want to tell you that you will sell more authentically when you have experienced something. When you're speaking from your own experience, it lands different with people. Like, all of these products, I didn't even pick up all the ones that I use. I just brought a few, right? I just brought a few of the products that I use. Here's the daily nutritionals that I use this is what I use every day. Like, I have Modere Bubble Bath. Yeah, Green Key, Revitalize. I know you guys. Okay. So I'm going to wrap here pretty soon, but I do want you to hang with me because I'm going to give you some really good pieces of advice on how to manage all of this. Nicole says she's doing laundry right now. And Peter says he uses everything for 20 years. So, yeah, me too. I've always been a product of the products. And I want to say that I believe my health reflects it. I had some blood work done, 10-ish years ago. And they said, you know what, you have the health profile of a 20-year-old. When you just look at the health of your cells and the health of your blood and just see, it pays off. When I have people say to me, oh, it's too expensive, I can't afford those products. For me, it's like a pay now or pay later, guys, because you either invest in your health, in wellness and prevention, or you're going to pay a big price. You're going to be spending $1,000 on pharmaceutical drugs that are creating all of these other offshoot negative aspects in your life. And, it's a pay now or pay later situation, and prevention is always the best. So yeah, use it all. Okay, so here's just a couple of things. Learn, I know it's a broad product line, but over time, I want to encourage you. Yeah, I love Tria too, Cheryl. Oh, I forgot to grab that one. I love Tria. I got a bunch of that. So over time, I want to encourage you to learn one differentiating thing about each product. So if it was the mouth rinse, it might be that you can actually use this thing you can use the mouth rinse for like 100 different things, that it has the capability of, I don't want to make claims or they'll take this video down. Anyway, has lots of uses. If you're interested in knowing some of them, just let me know, right? It goes in the medicine cabinet as well. If it's this product that you want to know just a little bit about, just one little thing about this, what you might know is that this will help with healing as well as it does in getting rid of wrinkles. This is our Wrinkle Guard. This product is stellar, completely unique formula. And this product, like scars and burns, like it's amazing. And maybe you just know one thing about that one. If you only know one thing, learn what some of the crowd pleasers are, right? So like this, the antioxidant gel, we used to demonstrate it by putting like a little smiley face on the back of somebody's hand. And when they rub it in, like seriously, everybody is going to want antioxidant gel. Maybe the one thing that you learn about this is that you really do get vitamin C to the skin because it doesn't have any water in it. When you see a vitamin C formula that has water and vitamin C, water breaks down vitamin C. So maybe that's just the one thing that you learn about this. The Body Bar, right? Like this is a phenomenal product. This, you guys, the combination toner. Maybe what you learn about the toner, sorry, it's an old label. Some of my products are pretty old. I know. Wrinkle Guard's insane. It's amazing, you guys. Everybody should be using this every single day. So the combination skin moisturizer, maybe what you learn about this, toner, is that it's actually a moisturizer. It helps things to penetrate better, and it is a waterborne moisturizer for the skin. The exfoliant, maybe the one thing you learn about this is that you're getting your skin robustly exfoliated without anything scratchy that creates, no like seed shells that are going to create micro tearing in the skin. Maybe you learn that. Fresh Base, like how great is this product? I love this product so much. Like one of the other things, I love this product. One of the other things that I suggested in my notes that I've written down in these notes here is be attuned while you're learning one thing about each product that differentiates it so that you can just solve more people's problems. Guys, that's all we're doing with the products, with the business. We're helping people find solutions to things that are causing difficulty for them. And so this product is amazing. It can get the smell out of even cigarette smoke and, really bad smells. Maybe, liver health, everyday everybody product, you guys. Maybe what you learn about this is sometimes I notice if I got a little puffiness under my eyes that I can take the liver health and it helps with. I think that, sometimes that puffiness can mean a little bit of sluggish liver, right? And this product can improve the appearance. Listen to me using compliant words. Improve the appearance of under my eyes, right? Green Key, everyday everybody product. I like doing it with Revitalize. You guys, this Green Key, so if somebody feels plateaued in their weight loss, there are a couple of things I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at companion products that will help the whole gastrointestinal tract. And so I'm going to look at digestive enzymes. Of course, you guys know Carb Blocker is a great upsell. Be tuned into which products are going to be upsell for the hero products that you're sharing with people. Carb Blocker is a great one. Digestive enzymes. I can't imagine having one meal in my life without digestive enzymes. Reason being, you guys, the biggest job our bodies do at all day long is intake, assimilate, digest, and eliminate food. And speaking of elimination, I would never be without this fiber product. 3 big scoops of this in the morning, and you guys, I never feel weighed down, let's just say that. So I'm looking to solve the underlying concerns when I feel somebody at a plateau, right? And so I'm gonna look, number one, at gut health, and this product, absolutely, no question, probiotic, everyday, everybody product, no matter what, because your gut health is your first line of defense, immune defense, and also you are not gonna be able to lose weight if you don't have your gut health thing figured out. So digestive enzymes, probiotic, and then the other thing I'm going to look at if somebody's a little plateaued, not getting the results that they want, is I'm going to look at, are they getting enough nutrition and are they alkalized? Because when your system is running too acid, good luck trying to shed pounds or really have a vital health. This is an everyday everybody product. So just, you know a lot. What about this? I don't even like cleaning. I don't even like cleaning. And I find myself just cleaning everything right now because I love this product. This is so effective. I still take this one. I still take the liquid minerals in addition to this because I've learned how important minerals are. So yeah, I know these are just, I would never be without this product, Vital. And who I want to make sure is on this product is men in that, mid 40 to mid 60 range. Like everyone in my life is on that product. Focus Plus, like your brain, right? Do you not want to support that? Vigor, incredible, working with the endocrine system to help, balance hormonally. Immune health. This is not a product I take every day, but let me tell you, when I feel even the least slightest something coming on, I beef up on this, and I'll take 3 morning, 3 noon, 3 night. Otherwise, I want my immune system to do what it does. But when I feel something coming on, I'm gonna boost my immune system. This product is incredible, and so every single cupboard needs this. So tune in to one. I know I love Vital. So you guys, and I've hardly even touched the product. Oh, what about this? What about this? I mean, come on. And the toothpaste and the mouth rinse. Do you know that our toothpaste and mouth rinse are in the top, usually the top 10 selling products for 30 years? People like them. They buy them again and again. If you have customers that are not buying these products, you need to get them on them. What about this? Is this the best eye makeup remover you have ever tried? Insane. So here are the areas you need to educate yourself. Make sure you know one differentiating thing, not a ton of science, a benefit, a differentiating thing about every single one of these products. Over time, learn it. Be attuned to the products that you can upsell. Also, be totally keyed into the products that have a low price point so that you can help people grow their cart size. Products like this, right? The toothpaste, the mouth rinse, products that, the household products, the products that you can upsell, get people hooked on some of these products. And so the low ticket items, and then also the crowd pleasers. Just be aware of what the real, I don't know, I think they're all crowd pleasers. So you guys, I hope that in this little bit of time that we've spent together, I've been able to share with you some of my passion for the products. When they asked me to speak about the products and building a foundationally strong business through the products, I actually felt inadequate. I know a lot about these products, but I don't view myself as great in customer acquisition and customer retention. I view myself as more a recruiter and team builder. But what I realized is that these products have always carried the weight, that I've just had to introduce them. I bring people in, tell them a little bit about them, they discover them. And so here's what I want you to think about, that whether this happens slowly or quickly for you, every time you turn somebody on to a product here and they become hooked on it, you're creating passive income for yourself. Whether that happens fast or whether that happens slow. And because of all of the things I've mentioned, all the criteria that these products meet, what you know is that we have products that will create a foundationally strong business. Like I told you before, you've got companies that talk money, and it's all hype. And man, they can get almost even to $1 billion. Rick talks about this so brilliantly, the pop and drop companies, and then they disappear to almost nothing because no one was really in love with the products. Well, those companies, any company that takes an ascent, even if they level off, they will never fall lower than that base of people that are using the products for the product's sake. Can you see why we have just an incredible amount of riches here? Because these products do change lives. They do make a difference for people. And so, thanks for being with me. Please take that personal assessment. How many of these products are you using? How many of these products are you recommending? Don't get overwhelmed. Don't be a scientist. Just make sure that you're using them, that you are a product of the products. Guys, it's lesson number 1, and maybe that's why they invited me to talk about it as the first kickoff, the first kickoff live for the What It Takes lives that are going to be in this time frame every single day or every single week ongoing. So because being a product of the products matters, and be sure that you are one, and just go out there and view yourself as that Modere Santa Claus, right? You've got the gift, you guys. You hold a gift in your hands. Not everyone will see it right off, but you go out there with that posture, realizing the legacy that you have and that was just handed to you. It really is special. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you at SRC. Oh my gosh, the products we're launching. Oh, so a product launch can change your life and your business forever. And just wait. You guys, don't miss this event. I'm so excited for what is going to happen for everyone coming out of SRC 2019. I love you so much. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.